Welcome to Getting Real with John Natale. I'm your host today, guys, John Natale, for episode 78, How to Stay Motivated When the Market is Slow. Now, this is a really important topic that I've wanted to talk about for a while, but obviously with me taking some time off over the last few months, I didn't necessarily get to it at the time I wanted to, but we're going to talk about it right now because I do know across the country from coaching so many agents in 35 plus states that some markets are still a little bit slow as we head towards the spring market. And the reality is there are very tactical things you can be doing when the market is a little bit slow to stay motivated and have your business continue to grow. So when it does pick up, when the spring market hits, when your season hits, when you're able to then be super busy, you want to have some things built in. You want to have your business growing. You don't want to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. I have a few episodes I think coming up that will be really, really powerful for helping you get there. But today we are going to discuss how you stay motivated and what exactly you should be doing so your business can continue moving forward even when the market is a little bit slower. Before we dive in though, I have to take a second to thank you. One, for supporting our mission here at Getting Real. We are here to fundamentally redesign the real estate industry. We want less agents to fail. We want more agents to find the life of their dreams. Every single person listening to this deserves that. Every single one is absolutely free without sponsorship. And that is for people just like yourself to grow your real estate business with some of the knowledge I've gained over the last 17 plus years of doing this. So anytime you take this message, you share it to your Instagram story, you share it on social media, you send this episode to a friend. Anytime you do that to help us further this mission, so damn appreciative of you. If you're an agent here in New Jersey and you're looking for a dynamic real estate company to join, we have agents reaching out to us all the time to try to join our company. We are for a very specific type of person. We are for a very specific type of brand. There is information below. Fill out that questionnaire. We'll get some information over to you about what it looks like to join our Natale Realtors company here in New Jersey. We will be opening up in new states in 2025. Please stay tuned for information on that because if you're in those states, you have the absolute opportunity to discuss joining Natale as well. As of right now, if you're in one of the other 49 states other than New Jersey or you're across the world listening to this, our real estate coaching program has been one of the biggest success stories of 2024. The agents in our coaching program absolutely blow up their personal brands. They are becoming attraction magnets and they're absolutely crushing it in their real estate business. It's not me doing the work. It's not our coaches doing the work. It is simply the program itself works for growing your personal brand, having accountability to get the job done. Whatever your goals are your goals. We're there to help you get them. What could take you 2 or 3 years of learning, you can learn in a few short months with Natale Coaching. If you are looking to grow your personal brand, you're looking to grow your business, and you're looking to have some fun while doing it and enjoy your time with family, that is what Natale Coaching is for. Go to natalecoaching.com all the way down. Please obviously soak up whatever information you can from that website, but please go all the way down to the bottom. Book a discovery call with me. You will meet with me to discuss your options to join us at Natale Coaching. There's no obligation. There's no cost to meet with me. But please, if you have any interest, go down to that link, go to the bottom, go to the calendar, book your discovery call with me today. We've also launched Natale Media, which is helping both real estate agents potentially and business owners across the country be able to do almost exactly what I've done. Use personal brand to grow their business. And at the same time, it involves their coaching, but we also handle all the posting, all of the Google pay-per-click, all of the website, anything a traditional digital marketing agency could do for you, we have as options. Even if it's just down to, hey, I want some coaching on social media, plus I want someone to post for me. We have all of that as an option at Natale Media. So again, if you have any questions on that, all you have to do is reach out to me or visit natalemediahub.com. So let's dive into how to stay motivated when the real estate market is a little bit slower. Because I don't care where you are, we have come out of that COVID type of market where all year round is nonstop. It's just people moving around. I know from being here in New Jersey, our market prior to COVID, and I have perspective because I've been doing this for 17 years. Prior to COVID, every single year, right around Christmas time, you'd have your closings in December that were from November. However, right around then, in terms of new clients, new business, people being super active, ready to go, till typically after the Super Bowl, and then sometimes, depending on weather, into March or April. And we've experienced that here again. Now, we've stayed busy. We are building up our pipeline, and we're going to talk about the actions that we're literally taking. Me, myself, our real estate company, the agents here, plus agents that I coach, what we are doing in those typical cyclical markets to stay motivated and to stay busy to grow our business. But we're back to that. And you probably are as well. You might be feeling that in the winter. And even if you're in a southeastern state, say you're in Florida, you're probably feeling that the Northeast hasn't moved as smoothly as it typically does all year round the last few years, solely for the fact that most of your market comes from the North or Northeast, where they're coming down to move south. And if they haven't sold their house just yet, they have nothing to go and buy. So it's all kind of relevant. I think no matter where you are in the country, this message probably will be for you. And the reality is the market is a little bit slower. We just had an election. Interest rates obviously spiked the last month or so and last couple months and are now sliding quite a bit. However, there really doesn't seem to be, at least here in the Northeast, as much inventory as there typically is because it hasn't really hit. Here in the Northeast, in the North, we've had a pretty brutal winter. We haven't been snowed in a whole ton, but we've had snow quite a bit. I think today it's going to hit 60 degrees. The day I'm filming this, we're in the second week of March. Last year in February, it was almost 60 degrees the entire month of February. So it has been brutally cold here in the Northeast, brutally cold all winter. And when it's cold, it's crappy out, it's rainy, it's snowy, people aren't as motivated to say, hey, let's move. They're going to just wait till the springtime. So we're finally getting to the spring, but here's some things that we've been doing and that you can still do when it is a little bit slower to stay motivated. The first most important thing is pour into systems. I cannot stress this enough. It's why it's the number one thing. If you are not growing your systems when the market is slower, you are making a massive, massive mistake. This is not a time to say, okay, well, I don't have 6 clients to take out for showings this week. Let me just chill and watch some Netflix and play some video games and do some other things and all this other stuff outside of working on my business. This is the time. This is the time to build the systems that you know you need. When you look back upon your last year and said, wow, it was really crazy, I dropped the ball here, you need to build a system into your business. So what I challenge people to do is when it is a little bit slower is every single week, you have one mission, and that's to build in a system into your business. Is that a new onboarding process for clients, right? If you run a team, is that a new process for your team? Is that a new way to go and get business? Is this how I'm going to go reach out? Am I going to go hire a VA to do this and train them that week? So then I've offloaded something off of my plate going into the busier time of year. There's a ton of different things. And if you need ideas on what systems you need to implement, there's 2 great sources. Number one is what's breaking in your business. So when it was busy, where did you drop the ball? Where did a client get angry? Where did something fall through? Where did you lose a deal because you didn't have a system built in? Number 2 is go to ChatGPT. Go to AI. Utilize AI. ChatGPT, I am a real estate agent in X area. I've been doing this for Y amount of years. Here's where most of my clients come from. Here's where most of my buyers come from. Here's where most of my sellers come from. I like working with these people. I like doing this for my business. I like getting business from social media, X, Y, and Z. Can you give me 5 systems you think I need to implement so I can move my business forward? And see what it comes back with. Work smarter, not harder. And building systems into your business will do that for you. It's very easy when the market is slower to not be as motivated and not take as much action. However, I'm imploring you to pour into building systems, pour into training that VA, pour into leveraging yourself somewhere so when it does get busy, you can then grow. Everything I do when the market is a little bit slower is not necessarily say, oh, hey, let's just relax. Let's just enjoy the time off. There's a certain aspect of that. You should absolutely have that in your calendar, your time off, your vacations, your time with family, all of that. This is not a grind till you die type of thing. This is just very simply a lot of people look out and say, well, you know what? I only have 3 clients and there's no houses for them to look at. And, they haven't reached out to me in a couple of weeks and let me just sit back and not do much. It's not the case, guys. Build systems into your business. Find ideas of what is breaking in your business. What are things you see other people doing? Or if you're looking out and saying, well, you know what? John's always talking about, I see him all the time on social media. He's always talking about personal brand and social media. How the hell does he do it? How the hell do people that do this on a daily basis? Like I still feel, even when the market's slower, I still feel it's like too hard to keep up. Sit down and batch film. You want to stay motivated? Take an entire 4-hour period and go film 20 videos, 10 videos. Have your content done for a week or two. So then it takes that off your plate. You've been wanting to do letters to a certain neighborhood to start getting some listings from there? Go and start doing it. This is the time to do it. When the market is slower is when you work on the business. You build your systems. Because what happens is, if you build a system of, say, batch filming your content, and you build that into your calendar now when the market's slower, you're going to get a lot better at it. And you're going to get a lot quicker at it. And then you're going to build that habit into your business. So when things get busy, you are able to then go and say, okay, hey, here's all I need to do. That's exactly what you need to do when the market is slower, and this will keep you motivated. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a huge believer, obviously, in God, the universe, karma, all of it. Good energy out is good energy in. So if you literally sit there like a pumpkin and don't do anything when the market's a little slower because you're not motivated, how you get motivated is going by taking action. Get out there, build some systems, go reach out to people, do something, and then that good energy out is good energy in. That's going to be the random aunt that calls you and says, Hey, John, Santa Maria, thinking about moving. Finally, I think it's finally time your uncle and I move. Can you come over? We're going to list the house. Had nothing to do with your actual one-for-one business. You sent that flyer to your aunt. Had nothing to do with that. Good energy out is good energy in. The next most important thing you do to stay motivated when the market is a little bit slower is, on top of systems, is find new opportunities for business. Find new opportunities for your business. So don't just say, hey, I get business from A, B, C, and D, and that's all I can ever do. This is not shiny object syndrome to stop doing what you're doing. It's simply saying, hey, what else can I be doing? So even when the market is slower, I'm still busier than this, and I still have more clients than this. So is this your time to go out and learn about growing your personal brand? Is right now the best time to go out and level up your skills for prospecting? Is right now the best time to say, okay, the market's a little slower. I have some time on the weekends where I'm not showing. Right now is the best time to implement a 7th level open house strategy. What is it that you can do, again, to grow your business going forward so right now doesn't happen every single year? There's always going to be slower periods. But if you're sitting there saying, I'm unmotivated and I have nothing to do, now is the time to say, okay, I'm going to, 1, obviously build systems, but number 2, I'm going to go out and hunt some goddamn business. You have the opportunity to do this. You have the time to do this right now. You can look out there and say, okay, what really will work for me? What is something I could build into my business going forward right now when the market's a little bit slower and I don't have as many clients, so that when it gets busier, I've built it into my business, just like the systems, and it's continuing to bear fruit for me. Is it a postcard campaign? Is it a mail campaign? Is it prospecting? Is it open houses? Is it personal brand? Is it social media? I don't care what it is. I'm a huge fan, obviously, of personal brand and social media, but that doesn't mean it has to be that. Maybe you're already doing that. Maybe that's where your business you got so much business in 2024 from. There are tons of opportunities out there, and how you stay motivated in a market where it's a little bit slower and there's not as many people moving out, listings aren't moving as fast, is by pouring into the work. I know this sounds almost like that, grind till you die message, but it's not. It's about working on your business when the business allows you to actually do so. Many of us as real estate agents, we are everything. And I'm going to talk about that because it's a challenge so many of the clients I have coaching is they grow so damn fast that it's hard to manage everything. And so we're going to talk about leverage. However, you're sitting there saying, this is for the person that's feeling unmotivated by the fact that the market's a little bit slower. 1, pour into your systems, because this is the time your business is allowing you to. And 2, go out and find new sources of business, so it doesn't get as slow. Your valleys pick up, right? There's peaks and valleys throughout the year, throughout your career, throughout everything in real estate. And as the person running it all, right? You're the real estate agent, you're the marketing team, you're the finance team, you're the accounting team, you're the everything. You're the admin, you're doing everything, typically in the beginning. If you can work on your business when the market's a little bit slower, it'll 1, keep you motivated, and 2, will continually grow your business. Real estate is not and if you're watching this on YouTube, it is not a steady, just straight climb. It is a few steps up, sometimes go flat, and a few more steps up, and then eventually, especially if you pour into the right things, it's an exponential type of curve, especially the way social media is these days. But now is the time when the market is slower for you. If you want to stay motivated, pour into your systems, find new sources of business, and you will see that the motivation will be right back alongside of you, and you will be growing your business every damn day.